Hey gamers, it's me. With Avatar 2 being delayed again, I just don't know what to do anymore. And no, it's not Nintendo World Cup. I'm never gonna play Nintendo World Cup. So I guess we gotta look at the real sequel to Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Special. Now before we get into this, I'm gonna have to play this game on the Mario Zero engine or whatever, which is the original Super Mario Bros. With the portal gun. I will not be using the portal gun, obviously, that is cheating. I will remove it from all the levels and all that stuff, but it's just so you know, I can actually play the game without it glitching out.
Super Mario Bros. Special is the PC sequel to the NES original, with it being much, much worse. The original version of the game is a glitchy, horrible mess of a game, so as I said earlier, we will be using the Mario Zero version, as it is a lot easier to play. Super Mario Bros. Special was developed by Hudson Soft, who later went on to make the Mario Party games, but this wasn't the first Mario game created by Hudson Soft. There's actually two other games, which is Punchball Mario Bros. And Mario Bros. Special, based on the arcade game it released in 1983. The game is very similar to the first Super Mario Bros., but the game has new levels, with some pretty weird placement of some things. It has some pipes that look like you're meant to go down them, but that's not what you do. There's also a few leaps of faith, which makes it a lot harder than the original, as there's no regular scrolling. Instead, it adopts the way The Legend of Zelda and Mega Man do it, with a screen moving to the next. The amount of time in the levels is a lot faster than the NES original, making the game a bit harder. There's also some new power-ups, such as the hammer from Donkey Kong, which is a pretty neat thing to add. There's also the wing, which makes Mario swim in the air. Pretty interesting, isn't it? There's also a clock, which adds 100 seconds to the timer, as well as the Hachisuke, which is the bee from the Hudson Soft logo. This item is useless though, as it's only in one level and it adds 8,000 points. That's it. The final new thing is the Lucky Star. When Mario collects the Lucky Star, all the enemies on the screen will die, and give the points that they would as if Mario had his Starman power, which is also in the game. There's nothing else really to add to this game, besides from the fact that it was only released in Japan and South Korea, and Luigi is not in the game. Like at all. He's nowhere to be found. There's also no warp zones, except for in 4-2, where the pipes don't even work, so it's pointless. There's 5 new enemies, which is the Sidestepper from Mario Bros, the Fighter Fly from Mario Bros, the Icicle from Mario Bros, the Fireball from Donkey Kong, and the Barrels from Donkey Kong. Very interesting, I know. The first 2 worlds of the game follow the same format as the original game, with 1-1 being an overworld, 1-2 being underground, 1-3 being a sky level, 1-4 being a castle, 2-1 being overworld, 2-2 being underwater, 2-3 being a bridge level, and 2-4 being a castle level. But after level 2-4, we get some original level styles, and some of them aren't so bad. The colour style does look bad, but it does make the 2 games have an identity, compared to Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. But overall, it is just the same as the NES one. I would suggest playing the Mario Zero version, or the Super Mario Crossover 3 version, as the game is actually playable.
So yeah, guess we gotta look next time at Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, or Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan. Well, guess it's time to finally play Banjo-Kazooie. Hey gamers, it's me. Guess I gotta play this game. Rare replay. I'm gonna play Banjo-Kazooie on it. Let me go put it in the console. Alright, here we are. Just gotta chuck that in there. And I'll turn it on. On. Okay, I'm ready to play. So if you don't know, this game originally came out on the Nintendo 64, but since Microsoft bought Rare, the company that made the game, yeah, it's now an Xbox game. But what's actually quite funny is in the Xbox port, they actually removed every single Nintendo reference, except for the original Game Boy that they left in the game. I would assume by accident, but it's there. Okay, so let's just start playing the game. Oh. Controller stopped working. Maybe it's because it's unplugged for some reason. I'll just try it again. Sorry about that. Pick it up on it. Oh! Paused again. Let me check, is the controller plugged in? So as you know, this game, as I said, originally came... Oh, that's the wrong controller. So yeah, as I was saying, this game originally came out for the Nintendo 64 and was created by the company Rareware, but it got bought by Microsoft. And they haven't really done that much with the series since. They made Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and there was already a sequel that came out for the Nintendo 64, which they ported back onto the Xbox 360. But that's pretty much it. Since then, he was in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and in a Nintendo game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is a bit weird that he managed to end his way back up at Nintendo again, but it does make sense, because that's where he originally came from. Nintendo. Oh, God. There's always other options. There's always other options. Like? Yeah. I'd rather not. Got anything else? Huh. Apparently they fix this game. But they don't have PlayStation Plus, so it's kind of pointless. Wouldn't... Like, come on, wouldn't the online be shut down by now? Isn't this just an SNES game? Connect Adventures. What the hell is that rating? This is a demo disc. Look behind you. If I just look behind me. God, what a stupid game again. Why would I want to play this? It's got a notes section. I'm never playing this crap. Let me just put it back on the shelf. Anything else? Oh, this is pointless. Pointless, pointless, pointless. What's the point? Seriously? Like, ugh. What the... Hey gamers, it's me. From what I remember when I fell asleep, there weren't these Wii games surrounding me. They were on my shelf. Huh. Weird. Well, the Wii is a pretty good console, with some great games on it, but I used to never actually own the games.
I used to have all my Wii games on one hard drive, this one to be exact, but now that I'm older, I actually want to own the games. So I've slowly been buying a lot of the games that I used to play again, and a few new ones. In the time where I used to pirate these games, I only owned a few actual Wii games, which were Wii Sports, Big Beach Sports, Big Family Sports, Wii Fit Plus, Lego Batman, Super Mario All-Stars, Disney Universe, Shaun White Snowboarding, and Sega All-Stars Tennis. But my stupid 9 or 10-year-old brain decided to trade in Wii Sports, Big Beach Sports, and Big Family games, as I already had them on the hard drive, but now older me wants those games back. So I bought them. The only one I didn't buy back was Big Family Games, as I haven't found it yet, but I'll find it eventually. I actually did the same with DS and GameCube games, and although I never actually owned a GameCube, I have a third-party GameCube controller, a GameCube memory card, and a Wii, so I play those games on there. As you can see from all the GameCube and DS games I actually own, there's not many. I only ever had one actual DS game, and that was Sonic Rush Adventure, which I haven't played very much of. You might be thinking to yourself, Charlie, why did you buy the UK version of Resident Evil 0? Well, it's the only GameCube game I've ever seen priced at a good price that I actually want. If you look at GameCube prices now, those games are very expensive, but I'll eventually get around to buying them. I just want to find them at a good price. Now for the DS, I don't have an excuse. I just don't really care about the DS at the moment. Now let's get back to the topic at hand, the Wii games. All the Wii games I've bought are pretty good. Well, except for Avatar, I haven't actually played that game. The only reason why I bought that game in the first place is a game store I went to had a 3 for $15 sale going on and I needed a third game. The first games I bought back were Mario Strikers, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Sonic Colors, Avatar, Wii Play, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort. These games are all very good, with my personal favourite being New Super Mario Bros. Wii, as I used to play it all the time. This was a lot of money to spend, but you know, it was 7 games, with most of them being main Nintendo games. Now why did I pick Mario Strikers over Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario Kart Wii? I don't know. The next time I bought games, I bought Wii Fit and Wii Music. Yeah, I know. I only buy the best games. I also wanted to buy Mario Power Tennis, but for some unknown reason, the disc wasn't in the case. And no, I haven't seen it since. My copy of Wii Music actually has someone's name inside of it, which is cool, I guess. I bought those games for about $7. I know, crazy. The next time I bought Wii games, I bought Big Beach Sports, along with Brain Training for the DS and Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. Great games, I must say, considering I've played Resident Evil 0 for about 10 seconds. The next games I got were Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games and Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Those names really need to be shorter. I mean, they did eventually get shorter. I don't remember how much it was, but I don't really care. They're all good games. The next games I got were The Legend of Spyro The Eternal Night, along with Dr. Mario for the NES and Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. The Legend of Spyro is okay, but you get the chance to win a skateboard, a castboard, a scooter, or a lowrider with Crash or Spyro branding. Epic, am I right? The final 2 games I bought were Mario Kart Wii and Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy I got off eBay, but I did find the cheapest version of the game. I tried to find Super Mario Sunshine on eBay, but there's not a single option that's under $100 besides from a Japanese copy. I could always get some more games off eBay, but I like buying them in person. It makes it more fun. It's kinda hard to do right now with the whole virus going on. Well, that's it. Time to get out of this room now.
Hey gamers, it's me. Before I go discover the sequel of Super Mario Bros., I want to talk about second episodes of shows. It's normally better than television's finest hour, and I mean, normally there's no other options, so it's time to take on the second episodes.
Normally, second episodes follow up from the pilot episode, yet sometimes they follow up from the first episode. In the amazing world of Gumball's case, the pilot wasn't made to be the first episode, but to be a pilot episode, whereas Marvel's Most Wanted, the pilot was made to be the first episode. Safe to say it didn't work, because the show doesn't exist. I wonder what would have happened if it did come out.
At least it's not another Birds of Prey show.
Many shows' second episodes are about 10 times better than the first episode, and sometimes they come out as the same day as the first episode. I personally think that an example of this is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I like the first episode, but the second episode opening with that jazz version of the Star Spangled Man is a bop.
So some of you may know this, the first episode machine. Marvel used it to create the first episode of Marvel's Inhumans. But have you heard of the second episode machine? The second episode machine is a knockoff Wii U Pro controller in the style of an SNES controller. The second episode machine is experimental, considering it's wireless and stuff, as opposed to the first episode machine, which had that massive wire that doesn't actually do anything. I want to be the first person to ever use this machine. It's gonna be me, good old me. Except I'm not the first person to ever use this machine. It was Marvel to come up with the second episode of Marvel's Inhumans, of course. I'm so dumb, aren't I? Okay, 3, 2, 1... Hey gamers, it's me. I've played Super Mario Bros. And the real sequel, Super Mario Bros. Special. But did you know that there's another sequel to that first game? It's kinda like the second two, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I played another Mario.
Jesus Christ, Charlie. How can you get yourself to play almost the same game twice?
It's not the same game. One was made for the PC, the other one was made for the Famicom Disk System.
They're basically the same thing.
No, they aren't. This game is completely different from Super Mario Bros. Special. It is a completely different game. No, they aren't the same thing. They are different, I tell you. Different.
They're the same thing.
No, they aren't. I bet you're all doubting me. Everybody doubts me. I don't understand why. They're different games.
Now, if you haven't heard this story about 100 times, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels was called Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan. The Lost Levels was seen to be too hard for Americans, and the rest of the world didn't get it, because Nintendo didn't feel like it, I guess.
Wouldn't we have not got it because we had the American version of the Famicom?
Yes, but that doesn't make for good storytelling.
After the release of the original Super Mario Bros., Nintendo were coming up with more ideas for levels that were much harder than the original game, so they made a sequel for the new Famicom Disk System. If you remember, the original game was ported over to the Disk System, so it wouldn't have been that hard of a challenge to make a sequel. Some of the levels in this game came from the arcade port of Super Mario Bros., that being Super Mario Bros. Versus. This game marked the first game where Takashi Tezuka took over as director, as Shigeru was too busy working on The Legend of Zelda. The game is hard, as described by Tezuka, who said that Japanese players had mastered the original game, so they needed a more challenging sequel. So I, being the Mario master, decided to play this game.
Are you insane?
Mentally? Yes. Physically? No. This game is too hard. Why is this game so hard? Who decided that this game should be this hard? What is wrong with that person?
You have to beat this game 8 times. Why? Why do you have to beat this game 8 times? I only want to play Mario game once. If I wanted to play Mario game multiple times, I would play a game multiple times. This game is the bane of my existence. I've never completed this game, but today is the day I'm going to beat this stupid game.
Why are you going to play this game? What's the point? I understand playing it once, but 8 more times? That's going to be almost impossible.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same. You don't have to tell me.
I didn't play this game 8 times. That's impossible! One playthrough took me 56 minutes, and that was using the rewind feature and warp zones. I cheated and I still took almost an hour. This game is incredibly hard. The first level starts off easy, with a level introducing the poison mushroom, which kills you. Pretty simple. Next we go on to World 1-2. World 1-2 is when it starts to get difficult. World 1-2 starts to introduce dumb death traps, but it's easily skippable if you just climb onto the brick blocks. The brick blocks make it way too easy. After climbing on top of them, you're treated to a pipe with a piranha plant on it, not a warp zone. Although later on, after you pass the piranha plant, you actually get to the warp zone that takes you all the way to World 2. Only World 2. World 2 was pretty simple, with it ending in a castle and all, but it all leads up to World 3. This game introduced something to Mario that is quite possibly the best addition that was ever to exist, with that being the really bouncy trampolines. I don't know if that's the official name, but they're cool. You can use this to jump over the flagpole. I wonder what's behind the flagpole. Oh, a warp zone. To World 1. Or a death pit. What?
So you had to start again?
Did you forget about the rewind feature?
After completing this level, it took you to the next and the next. The World 3 castle is dumb. It's a never-ending, stupid maze puzzle thing that you would have no idea if it's a maze or not. I had to look up a tutorial.
Damn, you really were cheating.
How was I supposed to work this one out?
By playing over and over again. Duh.
Dude, shut up.
So yeah, I killed Bowser. He's dead. These type of puzzles were seen in the first game, with the most notable example being the last level, with you having to go down a specific pipe. This game's final level also has something like this, but we'll get to that. World 4 was pretty cool, nothing major happened. World 5 though, that was dumb. We got some Flappy Bird pipes, as I like to call them, mixed with wind and Koopa Troopers. Luckily there was a warp zone that took me to World 7. World 7 and 8 were difficult, but some levels were just short. I like the fact that these levels take place in nighttime. That's kinda cool. The final level for me was a killer. The game was broken. So at a specific section of the level, you're meant to go a specific way to be able to get to a pipe. For me, it didn't work. until I had almost no time left. This was so annoying. You can see me trying to complete the level even though I had 20 Mario seconds left. Mario seconds are like 10 times shorter than real seconds, which makes it difficult. Luckily though, I have multiple lives. On my first run through of the game ever, I ran out of lives while trying to work this puzzle out. That's why I never want to play this game ever again, because of that. Now, the final boss. Bowser. No wait, that's his brother, and that's not the final boss. So Bowser's brother starts trying to kill you, and you can't kill him unless you have a fire flower. I did not have a fire flower.
Loser alert.
Shut up.
I just managed to dodge the man, leading you up to Big Man Bowser, the real one. This was easy. First try, in fact. Then he saved Princess Peach. What a game. There's also like a World 9 and then a World A, B, C, and D, but I never got to them, so we're not going to talk about those, are we? Because those worlds don't exist. Mario games are only meant to have 8 worlds, not any of those stupid bonus worlds. I hate bonus worlds, they suck.
So that's the game. Now we can go on to Super Mario Land, correct? Oh god. Why does there have to be another Super Mario Bros. 2? How many sequels can you make to one game? Is this the movie Halloween? Surely it's done now. I'm so sick of Super Mario Bros. 2. Do I have to play this thing? I hate this game. This game sucks. I've always hated this game. I always have. For a while, I couldn't work out why I hated this game so much. I found out why. There's a very good reason as to why I hated it. And that's where it started.
What do you mean?
I discovered another sequel. The American sequel. Super Mario USA.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I know. It's another one. It's ridiculous. It's not even a real Mario game.
That is ridiculous. Just don't play it.
I will. I have to. I have the urge to. Just like how I had the urge to play Banjo-Kazooie.
Do I need to remind you? There's always other options.
Yeah, I know. But this one I have to play. I have to.
Just talk about pilots again.
No!
It's Doki Doki Panic Not Mario. I don't understand why this game sucks. I would just like regular Mario, but yet we are stuck with this plant throwing game. I don't understand why they had to make this game. I don't understand why this game's so bad. Doki Doki Panic Not Mario. I don't understand why this game sucks. I would just like regular Mario, but yet we are stuck with this plant throwing game. I don't understand that stupid big frog at the end. I don't really get why this game's a dream. I don't know.
Shut up.
What?
Just shut up.
Why? Why do I need to shut up?
You're annoying.
So it started talking to you.
Yes, it did. I don't know what to do. It's still bothering me.
Let me tell you a little secret. I never got along with the second episode machine. They always tried to prove that they were better than me. Like, yeah, okay, you're the second episode machine, you make the better episodes. But I'm where it all starts. I made the first episode of Marvel's Inhumans.
I don't think you should be proud of that.
Yeah, well, they made the second episode. I just wish I could get along with that machine, but I never do. It's really upsetting. I would have thought we would have had such a great friendship, but no. They decide to try and take over the world.
What?
Oh yeah, they tried to take over the world.
You've got to be kidding me.
So what did you do after your interaction with that thing?
I changed my hoodie and ran straight here to talk to you about Super Mario Bros. Special, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and hopefully build up the courage to play Super Mario Bros. 2.
Why did you change your hoodie?
I heard changing your hoodie is good from when you're running from something.
Who told you to do that?
This isn't Mario. It may say Mario Madness on the cover, but it isn't real. This is a fake game. This is a fake Mario game if I've ever seen one. The game was originally some game called Doki Doki Panic, which was made to tie in with Fuji Television's dumb Media Technology Expo. So blame Fuji Television for this stupid game. Poor Americans thought Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels was too hard. Boo-hoo, at least it's a real Mario game. When converting Doki Doki Panic over to Super Mario Bros. 2, all Nintendo really needed to do was change the characters Ichiman, Mama, Lena, and Papa into Mario, Luigi, Princess Toadstool, and Toad. Doki Doki Panic already had a lot of Mario references in the game, so not much was needed to be changed. For example, for the invincibility, the game already used the Starman power-up, power blocks existed, warp zones existed, and the soundtrack was already done by Koji Kondo, who does the music for Super Mario Bros. This game was already basically a Mario game, but with dumb vegetable throwing controls. The game was re-released in Japan on the game Super Mario All-Stars as Super Mario USA, whereas around the world, we got it as Super Mario Bros. 2, and we got our first re-release of Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. Obviously the version for Super Mario All-Stars is considered the better version, but it isn't the better version. The better version is the one that doesn't exist.
You really need help. Like, for God's sakes. You're talking to me as if I'm a phone.
Yeah, I know. I'm insane.
You have such a deep hatred for this game. Just play the damn thing.
I don't want to play the game. It sucks.
Play the game.
It's so nice to finally meet you again, second episode machine.
Uh-oh.
Look at yourself. You have a cord. You suck.
I may have a cord, but at least I didn't make Marvel's Inhumans episode 2.
I never thought I'd see the day when two fully grown controllers from two unsuccessful Nintendo consoles would fight each other. Can I continue talking about Super Mario Bros. 2?
Yannicka.
Me either.
Super Mario Bros. 2 is really strange. Each world only has 3 levels in it. And it starts easy, but then it becomes almost ridiculously hard. Super Mario Bros. 2 is such a strange game. There's also sections in the game called Subspace, which take you to an alternate version of the world, mainly just to get you 1-ups. This is also how you get to the warp zones. On my first playthrough, I didn't know there were warp zones, which is upsetting. I know, I wish I knew about them, but oh well. I should have known. Most Mario games do have warp zones. Even Mario Odyssey to some extent.
Ow. That hurt.
Shut up, Charlie.
Whoa!
And that's for talking about Super Mario Bros. 2.
You said I could! I think I'm paralyzed.
I mean, you'd think so. We have been sitting in the same location for 5 hours.
I have a song that I sing to myself when I'm alone, or stuck somewhere. Want to hear it?
No.
Fine. What are we gonna do anyway?
Are there any vegetables around?
Hey look! We could throw this at the second episode machine. Like in Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, that'd work probably.
Take this!
How dare you! I'm the second episode machine, and I made the second episode of
Thank God that's over. I don't need you anymore. Do I, first episode machine?
What?
What the hell? This thing changed. Whatever. Time to go to the Lego field. Hey gamers, it's me. I'm currently standing in a field of Lego. Pretty cool, isn't it? I defeated the evil second episode machine, and now I'm here. You know, honestly, I don't even know what's going on half the time in my life. But at least I have Avatar here to make me feel happy. I mean sad, I hate this game! Well, that sucks.